Hi, good morning, Hillcrest. This is Miss Gabby. I miss you all so much. And I'm here to read a story today, another story. This one is all about the coronavirus. It's a long story. It's probably better for third, fourth, and fifth graders. But it talks a lot about kind of what the coronavirus is, or COVID 19. You might have heard both of those names, and how we can keep ourselves healthy. So, this book is called Coronavirus, a book for children. There's a new word you might have heard. You might hear people talking about it, or you might hear it on the news. This word is the reason that you're not going to school. It is the reason you can't go outside very often or visit your friends. It might be the reason why the grown up or grown ups who look after you are at home. The word is coronavirus. But what is it, and why is everyone talking about it? That kid's asking his dog. What is the coronavirus? The coronavirus is a kind of virus. Viruses are tiny germs that are so small that you can't see them. They are so light that they can float through the air in tiny drops of water, and they can sit on your skin without you feeling them. If some of these germs get inside you, they can use your body to make more germs, and that can make you ill. Do I have germs on me now? Yes, but hardly any of them are dangerous. There are lots of different sorts of coronaviruses, and some of them infect people. If you have been infected with one of these coronaviruses, all you probably had was a snotty nose or a cough. Achoo! Bless you! Could be a coronavirus. But when this completely new coronavirus germ gets inside a human body, it causes an illness called COVID-19. When people talk about catching the coronavirus, they are talking about COVID-19, which is the name of the illness. How do you catch the coronavirus? Because this coronavirus is new, scientists don't know everything about it yet, but they think that there are two main ways that people catch it. Coronavirus germs live in people's throats and mouths. When someone who has the coronavirus coughs or sneezes or breathes out, the germs come out of their mouth in tiny drops of water. Though you can't see the germs, you can sometimes see these tiny drops. In cold weather, they make a cloud of steam. So if someone accidentally breathes in the air with the coronavirus germs in it that someone else breathed out, they would probably get the illness. It's so cold today. Yes, I can see our breath. It's easy to get the coronavirus germs from inside your body on your hands when you touch your nose or your mouth. If the person with the coronavirus germs on their hand uses a door, the invisible germs can live on the handle for hours. When someone else opens the door, they get the germs on their hand too. And then if they touch their nose or mouth, the germs can get into their body. I wonder if there are germs on the door handle. There's always germs on the door handle. And on other surfaces too. So, you can also catch the coronavirus by touching things that someone with the virus has already touched, which is why it's really important to wash your hands and not touch your face. What happens if you catch the coronavirus? Some children, particularly most children, hardly feel ill or sick at all when they get the coronavirus, but they still have coronavirus germs in their body that they could give to someone else by mistake. This kid is saying, "But I feel fine, Mom." Many kids with the coronavirus feel fine, but they still have those germs inside their body. When they get the coronavirus, lots of people get coughs or a high temperature. Some people also have a headache or aches all over their body. People are usually ill for a few days, but bodies are amazing things. When a new germ like the coronavirus gets into someone's body, the body knows that the germ shouldn't be there and starts killing it. This guy's saying, "Oh, I feel awful." The body has an amazing weapon against viruses called antibodies. They're like superheroes. Tiny cells in your blood make antibodies to fight each different virus invader. The antibodies catch the viruses, then the blood cells swallow them up and destroy them, and the person gets better. Each of us has more than 10 billion different kinds of antibodies inside of us. I'm better now. Hooray for antibodies! That means there are more different antibodies inside of you right now than there are people in the world. It's so cool. So, if that's the case, why are people worried about catching the coronavirus? I need to be extra careful, and me. Nearly everyone has a body that is healthy enough to fight the coronavirus, but there are some people who find it harder because their bodies aren't as strong. There might be people who are more than 70 years old, or maybe who had other illnesses like cancer that might make their bodies weaker. They need more help to fight the coronavirus. This means that they have to go to the hospital and they might need to use a special machine called a ventilator to help them breathe. However, sometimes this might not even be enough to help them, and if that happens, they sadly might die. That's why these people really need to stay at home, away from anywhere they might catch the coronavirus. I'll dance in my living room instead. They won't be able to have visitors. That might mean you won't be able to go and visit some of your family for a while to help keep them safe. They're video chatting this kid saying, "Hi, Granny, how are you today?" Is there a cure for the coronavirus? Most people get better from the coronavirus by themselves, but doctors and scientists want to help everyone do that quickly and safely. Doctors don't have a cure for the coronavirus yet because it is a very new illness. Some medicines that doctors already know about might help, so they are trying them out on people who are ill. But even if they don't work, scientists are also working on making completely new medicines for the coronavirus that no one has ever had before. I hope this new medicine works. Another thing that scientists are working on is a vaccine. A vaccine is a special medicine that is usually injected into your body while you are healthy with a needle. It's a shot. Inside the medicine are weak or dead virus germs. The antibodies in your blood can practice killing these germs so that if you catch the virus, they can start fighting the live virus germs faster. Poke! Well done. You probably already had some vaccines when you were a baby, so that means you won't get some illnesses. I was vaccinated when I was little, and now I can't get measles. It takes many months to make a new medicine. Before you can give it to lots of people, you have to make sure that it is safe for everyone, so you have to try it out carefully on a few people at a time. Then, when you know it works and it's safe, you have to make enough for everyone who needs it. Why are some places we normally go to closed? Although lots of people will get better from the coronavirus, it's really important that people who might become very ill don't catch it. This means we need to make sure that as few people as possible get the coronavirus so that we don't pass it on to anyone who might get very ill. And if lots of people get ill and have to go to the hospital at the same time, then hospitals will be too busy to look after people properly. It's so easy to get the coronavirus that we need to be very careful that we don't go near people who don't live with us. School's closed, hooray! School's closed, boo! And that's why all the places where people get together, like schools and libraries, are closed right now. The government of this country has said that people can only go outside their homes if they really, really have to. Some people, like doctors or nurses or people who work in food stores or people who deliver things to our homes, have to go out of their homes to go to work. I'm working with nurses to help people who are ill. I'm working so you can still buy food. I'm working with doctors to help people who are ill. I'm working to deliver the things families need. Most people can also go out of their homes if they need to buy food or to exercise by walking around the block, but they need to be very careful and not go near anyone else. If you or anyone in your family feels sick and thinks that you might have the coronavirus, you can't come out of your home at all, not even one time, for 2 weeks. We all have to stay home to help protect the people who will find it hard to fight the coronavirus. What's it like to be home all the time? You guys are experts on this right now because we've been home a lot. Sometimes being at home with the people you live with can be great fun. You can do things together that you wouldn't normally do when you were at school or when the grown-ups are at work. But I feel bored sometimes. Sometimes I miss my friends. Sometimes I feel angry. Sometimes I feel sad. Those are all really normal things to feel. I think all of us, the grown-ups and the kids, have felt those things in the last few weeks. And everyone who lives with you probably feels the same way sometimes, even if they try not to show it. The kid's bored, grown-up's bored, the dog's bored. The grown-up or grown-ups who look after you might also feel really worried. Sometimes they may feel worried about work. Sometimes it might be hard to buy the things that you all need, and that might worry them too. If you're worried, talk about your worries to your grown-up who looks after you. If you're still going to school, you could talk to a teacher. You're not going to school right now, but you can talk to your teachers and you can talk to me and you can talk to other people who work in the wellness center. over Class Dojo or by coming to the Wellness Center Zoom hours on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays and bring your lunch from 12 to 1. What can I do to help? You are already helping a lot by staying at home, but you can also help by taking extra care to make sure that you don't catch or pass the coronavirus to anybody else. Did you know that viruses are killed by soap? So, if you wash your hands really carefully and for long enough, you won't have any coronavirus germs on your hands. You can sing a song while you wash your hands to make sure you are washing them long enough. Long enough to sing happy birthday 2 times. See, these kids are singing happy birthday. If you have to blow or wipe your nose, use a tissue and put it in the garbage right away. Remember to wash your hands too, because the coronavirus lives in your snot and it can get on your hands from the tissue. If you have to cough or sneeze, do it on the inside of your elbow, not on your hand. Then you can't give the coronavirus to other people that way. If everyone does these things, it will make a big difference. We also know, they don't have a picture of it here, but we also know that when we go outside, we are wearing masks over our nose and our mouth. It could even be a bandana, or you can kind of pull your shirt up if you don't have a mask. But we are wearing masks when we go outside to help cover and keep our germs in. Because like the book said, that even if we don't feel sick, we may still have the coronavirus germs in our bodies and we could pass them to someone else. But what else can I do? Another important thing you can do is be kind to the people who live with you. Things will be different and perhaps difficult for all of you. If you live with brothers and sisters or other kids, you might sometimes find them annoying, but try not to fight with them. Your turn. If you live with grown-ups, maybe you can help them out by doing what you've been asked to do the first time or giving them a big hug. Mom asked us to put our toys away. Okay, I'll sort the books. If you're not at school, do your schoolwork. Listen to what your teachers are saying. It will help keep your mind busy, so you'll be less bored and less worried. And then when you go back to school, you will have learned a lot. If you don't have a screen of your own, talk about with your family how you can share screen time fairly with everybody who needs it in the family. Right now, there could be a lot of people in your family who need to use a computer or iPad or tablet, so make sure that you're all sharing fairly. Remember, grown-ups who live with you might have to work as well. If they do, you can help them by not disturbing them when they're trying to work. Then they will be more likely to have time to do fun things with you later. Maybe you could make a list of the things you'd like to do with them. Like this kid is telling the dog to stop barking. What's going to happen next? This is a strange time for everybody, and it's happening all over the world. Lots of people are wondering, when is this going to be over? What's going to happen next? But if we are all careful and we stay at home, we are doing what we can do to help stop the coronavirus from spreading. And that gives scientists and doctors time to work on how to cure the illness and maybe stop other people from getting it altogether by using medicines and vaccines. One day, quite soon, when nobody knows exactly when yet, you'll be able to visit people you love who don't live with you. You'll be able to play with your friends, go to school again, and do lots of other things that you enjoy but can't do right now. One day, this strange time will be over. Yay! Now we can play together. And all the people are saying we did it together, because this is something that we have to do together, friends. If we are not all following these rules to help keep the coronavirus under control and give the scientists and doctors time to learn more about it, it's going to be harder to do, and this time is going to take longer. So we want to make sure that we are all following the rules around social distancing and staying away from each other and using masks. And you can also help your grown-ups to help follow those rules too. And it's hard, but it will be over one day, and then we're going to be so happy to go back to school and see each other again. If you're feeling worried or concerned about any of these things, though, feel free to message me on Class Dojo, and we can make a time to talk. Bye!